Hey Cozy Crew, it's Jessica with Stay Cozy Creative Co. And today I'm going to show you 4 ways to connect chenille yarn together. So I'm going to start with my favorite way, and to do that we're going to trim off the ends of the yarn so that you can find that little plastic kind of piece that runs through the entire strand of yarn. And this is important because we're going to use a lighter to actually light that piece of the yarn on fire. So we're going to light both ends of the yarns that we want to connect with the lighter, and then gently put those ends together. And I kind of like to twist them around a little bit just so the center gets fused together, and just be careful not to burn your fingers. And when it cools down enough, you can kind of press that together so that it's secure, and you can see that now they're stuck. So I love this way because it's pretty seamless and it looks like they're just one strand of yarn that changes colors. But if you don't want to use a lighter, I'm going to show you 3 more ways. So the second way is just a regular knot. This might be what you would do if you hadn't worked with chenille yarn before and you were just like, I want to change colors or I need to add an extra skein. So I'm just going to tie a knot. So you can see that it tightens pretty well, but whenever I pull on each end, it kind of pulls those apart. So the problem with this way of knotting is that there is a chance that your knot will come undone. I'm snipping the tails off so you can kind of see what it looks like, and it's holding fairly well, and then the yarn snapped. So I would say do not use this way of connecting your chenille yarn if you can help it, because it's just not really secure. But I'm going to show you now how to do a square knot, which is similar to what we just did, but a little different. So you can see I put the yellow color over the top first, tucked it around, and then put the yellow over the top first and tucked it around again. So this kind of knot is a lot more secure because when you pull on it, it actually tightens in on itself and it's less likely to come undone. I'm going to trim the tails of the yarn just like I did with the other knot, and then pull on the end so you can see that that is just a lot more secure and it's not going anywhere. And now we come to our 4th way of connecting chenille yarn. So this is actually something I just learned how to do today. I watched a video by Bella Coco on YouTube where she showed how to do this with a smaller style of yarn, and I wanted to see if it would work with chenille. So you can see I laid the 2 yarns parallel to each other, and then I'm just knotting the yellow one around the green, and then now I'm going to knot the green one around the yellow. And I was trying to figure out if there was a specific way to do it, but I think you literally just tie it around into a knot, and then you pull those tightly, and then we're going to pull on the 2 separate colors until those knots come together. And voila, you have one big knot. And I'm pulling just to make sure that it holds, and it seems like it's going to. So now I'm going to trim the tails and test it to make sure that it holds. And it does. So there are 4 different ways to connect your chenille yarn. I hope that this is helpful. Sorry that this video is a little blurry right now. Let's clear that up. There we go. So here you can see that magic knot where it's connected, and then here is comparing that to where I connected it with the lighter. So it's really up to you, but I hope this video was helpful as you go about your projects and that you find a way that works for you. If you have a different way that you connect your chenille yarn, I would love to know about it. So please share in the comments so that we can all learn from each other. And again, I'm Jessica with Stay Cozy Creative Co. You can subscribe to my channel for all things hand knitting and hand crochet and chunky yarns. And until next time, stay cozy, creative, and kind.